Hello students, welcome you all in geography class. Today our chapter is Life in the Desert Regions. Chapter number 11, page number 267. Open your book and let's start the reading. Deserts occupy approximately 30% of Earth's surface. So desert occupy approximately 30% of Earth's surface. Desert regions are dry and experience very less rainfall. Thus, the vegetation in desert is scanty, very low. So, desert regions are dry and experience very less rainfall. Okay, that's why the vegetation, less rainfall means less vegetation. So the vegetation is affected. The vegetation in desert is scanty. They are characterized by extreme temperatures. So in desert we can see that extreme temperature. People living in desert regions have adapted themselves to live in harsh weather conditions. They mainly live in that part of desert where water is available. So, the people living in the desert region have adapted themselves to living in harsh weather condition. The weather condition is not good, it's harsh. So people adapted themselves according to the weather condition, and they live especially the part where water is available. Okay. Now our next stanza. Our next stanza is, depending upon the temperature, deserts can be hot and cold. So depending upon the temperature, there are two types of desert, hot desert and cold desert. Hot desert example Sahara, cold desert example Ladakh. The hot deserts lie between 20° and 30° latitudes north and south of the equator. Sahara, Kalahari, Arabian, Great Victoria, Atacama, Thar and the Sonoran Desert are some of the examples of hot deserts found in different continents. So, if the question is give some example of hot desert, then the answer will be Sahara, Kalahari, Arabian, Great Victoria, Atacama, Thar in India, and the Sonoran Desert, okay, are some examples of hot desert. Now our next point is the hot desert, Sahara. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world. So Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world. A large part of North Africa comes under Sahara Desert. A large part of North Africa comes under Sahara Desert. It covers an area of around 8.5 million square kilometer. So it covers an area of around 8.5 million square kilometer. So the total area is 8.5 million square kilometer. It extends from the Atlantic Ocean in the west up to the Red Sea in the east. Okay, Atlantic Ocean in the west up to the Red Sea in the east. The Sahara Desert covers large part of Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia and Western Sahara. So the Sahara Desert covers 11 country. Okay. See, Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia and Western Sahara. Besides vast stretches of sand, there are also gravel plains and elevated plateau with rocky surface. Besides vast stretches of sand, there are also gravel plains and elevated plateau with rocky surface. Surprisingly, Sahara Desert was once a lush green area with a variety of wildlife like elephant, hippopotamus, crocodiles, etc. See? But with the change in weather conditions over thousands of years and due to human activities, it has changed into a desert and a wasteland. So just imagine that Sahara Desert was once a lush green area with a variety of wildlife. Okay, like elephant was there in Sahara Desert, hippopotamus was there in Sahara Desert, crocodiles were there in Sahara Desert. But for change in weather over thousands of years and due to human activities, we human are also responsible for this wasteland. Okay, Lake Chad is the only freshwater lake in the Sahara Desert. So the only freshwater lake is Lake Chad. The rivers that flows through the fringe of the desert are the Nile and the Niger. Wadis are rivers in this region. Wadis are small stream are called wadis, are rivers in this region which get flooded once in a while by sudden downpour, which is a rare feature. Okay, so which get flooded once in a while by sudden downpour, which is a rare feature. Now our next, see, this is a map of Sahara Desert, Africa, Sahara Desert, and see Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Niger, Mali, see. So it touches 11 countries. This yellow part is Sahara Desert and the full map is Africa, right? Now next, do you know Al-Azizia in Libya recorded the highest temperature of 57.7 degrees Celsius in 1922. So in 1922, Al-Azizia in Libya recorded the highest temperature, that is 57.7 degrees Celsius. Right. Now our next discussion point, that is climate. About the climate of Sahara Desert. Let's start. The Sahara Desert is marked by very high temperature and dry climate. So we can say that the climate of Sahara Desert is of extreme type, because very high temperature and dry climate. It has a very short rainy season, so rainfall is extremely less. Okay, in some parts there has been no rainfall for years, very less rainfall. Days are very hot and the temperature during the day can reach 50 degrees centigrade or more, and the heat is radiated by the sand and rock present in the desert. So we can say that in summer the temperature raises to more than 50 degrees centigrade. Right. While in night it's 0 degree centigrade. The heat is radiated by the sand and rock present in the desert. Nights are freezing cold with temperature touching 0 degree centigrade. So days are extremely hot, nights are extremely cold. And sand, sand is a good absorber of heat, a very good absorber which absorbs heat quickly during the day. So the temperature is 50 degrees centigrade. But it is also a good radiator. See, heat is radiated by the sand. It is also a good radiator of the heat that makes the sand cold at night. So that's why the freezing cold temperature is there, touching 0 degree centigrade. Okay. Now, plant and animal life. It means natural vegetation and wildlife. The climatic conditions of Sahara Desert are not favorable for growth of plant life. There are hardly any trees. So, the vegetation in the Sahara Desert is not good at all because the climatic condition is not good. The climatic condition is not favorable for the plants. Okay. The main plants of this region are cacti, acacia, baobab and date plants. They have long roots, waxy and leathery leaves to survive in such harsh conditions. So the roots are very long. The roots of the trees are very long. Okay. And the leaves are leathery. It means a thick, thick leaves to survive in such harsh condition. Date palms grow near oases. Oasis. What is oasis? Oasis is basically a part of the desert. Okay. See, this is the picture of oasis. The water is found here and also some natural vegetation, some greens. Okay, this is called oasis. So, date palms grow near oasis. The animals found here are camel, hyenas, foxes, scorpions, jackal, snakes and lizards. Camel is very important. Very important. Even camel is called the ship of desert as it can survive without food and water for a long time. That's why it's called a ship, the ship of the desert. Okay. So this is the climate and plant and animal life. Now next page, our next point is life of people. Our next point is life of people. Okay, Sahara Desert, life of people. People living in the harsh conditions of Sahara Desert have adapted themselves to its conditions. Bedouin and Tuaregs are the nomadic tribes of this region. Nomadic. What is the meaning of nomadic? Nomadic means roaming about from place to place aimlessly. So Bedouin and Tuaregs are the nomadic tribes of this region. They rear livestock such as goats, sheep, camels and horses. Now what does it mean? Rear livestock. It means to take care of the farm animals, to raise the farm animals for the profit. Okay, that is rear livestock such as goats, sheep, camels and horses. These animals provide them milk, hides and meat. The hair of these animals are used to make clothes, carpets, mats and blankets. The people of this region wear heavy robes for protection against heat and dust storm. So people of this region, of Sahara region, wear heavy robes for protection against heat and dust storm. These tribes live in temporary tents and move from one place to another in search of water and pasture. Pasture means a land suitable for grazing animals, farm animals, that is pastures. So these tribes, it means Bedouin and Tuaregs. These tribes live in temporary tents. They don't have any permanent house. Okay, because they are nomadic tribes, right? Nomadic means roaming from one place to another in search of water and green land, pastures, green land, from one place to another. People who live near oases have a settled lives, particularly in the Nile Valley in the Egypt. But the people who lived in the Nile Valley in Egypt have a settled lives. A number of crops are grown here such as wheat, rice, maize, barley and cotton. So the crops that are grown in Sahara region are wheat, rice, maize, barley and cotton. Trade, agriculture and herding are the important occupations of people living here. So what are the occupations of the people? Occupations of the people are trade, agriculture and herding. Camel is the most important animal here as it provides milk, meat and fur apart from carrying people and their loads. So camel is very important, most important animal as it provides milk, meat and fur and it also carries people and their loads. Economic status is improving in these areas as oil has been discovered in Algeria, Libya and Egypt. This crude oil, crude means raw oil, raw natural oil. This crude oil is in great demand all over the world. It discovered in Algeria, Libya and Egypt. Other important minerals that are found here are iron, manganese, phosphorus, uranium. So other important minerals are that found in Sahara region, iron, manganese, phosphorus and uranium. Many cities have developed in Sahara Desert. Hospitals, schools, culture and religious centers have been set up. So over the past few decades, the Sahara Desert stretches of North Africa has become rich and modern due to the discovery of oil. Right. And the people of the Sahara Desert is undergoing change. Okay. The buildings are now changed. Okay. New buildings have been set up. People are also migrating to cities to lead a settled life. Vehicles are being used instead of camels for transportation of goods and animals. Now vehicles are used. Some people of tribe work as tourist guides while some work in oil and gas operation. So now they use different types of vehicles. Okay, they replaced the camels, and now their life is undergoing change, right? So this is the life of the people of Sahara Desert. Okay, so that's all for today. In our next video we will discuss Ladakh. Bye.